Hello, everybody. This is Bob Hardy, Double Talk 73, DBLTALK 73. People that know me online in Fishing Planet, a lot of them just call me DB. It's easier to type. It's just short. What we're going to try to catch this morning is some uni clear muskie. Now, let me apologize for glare on my glasses. I haven't got the light thing figured out yet when I tried working with a webcam, but I'll get that taken care of, hopefully. Uh, my eyes are bad, so a lot of times you'll see me raise my head like this, and I'm looking through my bifocals. I'm an old guy. I'm 71 years old, so I'm probably one of the older guys on Fishing Planet. That doesn't mean anything, just that I enjoy it. We're going to be fishing at Sandy Cape from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. That's the on a sunny, clear morning. That's the time frame, and the foggier, the better. So we're going to go into a private room, and the rig we're going to be using is I use a heavy chaser 10-2. I have 4 rods like that I'm going to put on a rod stand. Ambusher 9500 reel. I can horse just about anything in. We'll be using large minnows for bait, 7/0 hook, a default leader, and either 7 or 8 ounce sinkers. I've got 2 of each on. All that I can been able to determine that matters is how far you can cast. So let's see what we can do. We're going to land, and we are the morning before we need to be there. So raining, as you can see. Now I have a lot of the environmental sounds turned way down. Uh, you go to California, there's a goose up by the dam that will just literally drive you crazy. Okay, got to back up some. Over, back, over. This is about where you want to be. Let's see how we can do. Hit the 9 button and put a rod stand down. There we go. Oops. Put it down and took it away again. Let's see what we got here. That looks, yeah, I need to be a little bit more to the right. That looks better. Okay. Now we're going to warp to the next morning. I needed to use a bait coin. I've got a few. It's no problem. So now let's get some rods out there and see what we can do. Now I can't see my marker out there is at approximately 100 feet. So, ooh, that's going to be a way longer than 100 feet. I have my rods marked by bells, not to tell me about strikes, but just so I can keep my rods separate. I have a blue is 2, and 3 is naked. I have no bell on it. Let's see if I can do a little better with this one. 98, 99, 100, 101, and that is short. That won't get it. You can use the blue circle to aim out there, and the way the game operates sometimes it's a little bit harder to get it to cooperate and land close. So I just usually try to overcast and then bring it back to that 100. 99, 100, 101, something like that. Excuse me. Okay. not as foggy as I like it. But we'll see what happens, see what we can do. Yellow is number 5. And I learned when I first started fishing in Russia, the bells, when they ring, is just kind of like the ding of a strike when you're float fishing. And I was yanking the pole up and everything and missing a lot of fish because I thought that was a fish on sign, but it's just, you just let me know there's a strike. Okay, we got some action. Number 2 already gone. Get this one in here. Now usually here what'll happen is the sequence is you'll get 2 commons, 1 trophy, and 1 uni. Now they'll come in any sequence, and every once in a great while you'll get two unis. Okay, I'm getting a hit now on number 5. So this is a pretty good fish. I don't want to take a chance of losing this one, so I'm not going to change rods, because a lot of times when I change rods, the way the game's been acting lately, I lose the fish. So we're going to try to get this one in and then pick up the other rod. And the way I do that is, I'm a lazy fisherman too. I hold down on the space bar, that's a good start, to reel, and come on, 5, come on. We got fish on 6 too. Lost the one on 5. That happens. Lost the one on, no, still got the one on 6. I use a space bar as my reel, and then my right mouse button. If one is hard to come in, I'll raise the rod up a little bit and repeatedly tap on that right mouse button. And that's how I can fight bigger fish. Hate to lose a fish, but I could tell that one was decent. That could have been the uni the way it was fighting. So I wasn't going to take a chance of swapping rods and losing it. Okay. And number 5 is the one that we lost fish on, so we'll bring it in, reset it. And number 3 is off to the side too, so we'll probably bring it in, reset it too. A lot of times if I stop getting action, it goes 7 or 8 game minutes and nothing happens, I'll bring 1 or 2 of the rods in and reset them, and that, it's a video game that sometimes spurs some action. So here we got number 2 rod. Okay, that looks like a common. So far we got 1 trophy, 1 common. Here's another common, I do believe. We'll see in a minute, or less. Common, okay. So now hopefully, if what normally transpires in the sequence is the next one, in all probability, should be a uni. We'll find out. Got some action on 6. There it goes. See, I wait till the line starts moving. Just because the alarm on the rod holder is going off, that still doesn't mean there's a fish. Because the bell's going off, that doesn't mean there's a fish. But when the line starts moving, that tells me I've got a fish on. That's when I set the hook. And I found that a whole lot more productive. And that's what we're here for. We're here to catch fish. Okay, another Now I have gone before and caught 4 unis in a row here, which one time. That's all. But like I tell other people, they say, well, how do you know? Well, if you got a hook and your bait in the water, you don't know what you're going to get. But if you got your hook and your bait hanging from your rod out of the water, I guarantee you're not going to catch a fish. Not in this game. Every once in a while in real life, you might get lucky and the fish jump out if the bait's close enough to the water and get you. But in this game, it ain't going to happen. I have coaxed catfish out on the floating pontoon to come up on the dock after the bait, but it takes something dangling. And I'm just an old country boy, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's a pretty decent fish here. There you go, 60-pound uni. Nice one. Let's see what we got on 2 now. Come on. You got action on 6 again, too. Ooh, this is a nice one. This one don't want to come in. See that? It started pulling on the drag, pulling out. This may be bigger than the 60. My personal best is, ooh, looky there. Now we go higher with the rod, and I start tapping that right mouse button repeatedly. You'll see the rod bounce and dance repeatedly. And I keep my finger pressed down constantly on that space bar on my keyboard to reel in. And you just keep tapping that right mouse button. Just keep tapping. Come on, be a 70-pounder. That would hurt my feelings. Not. Come on. Yeah, well, we don't care about that. If I can catch a big uni, I'll lose a fish. What we got here? Yes, 70 pound. A new personal record. Yes. Got to have a picture of that one. So I press the P button. There it is. Now press the H button, or the H key, to get rid of that on the right. And let's bring it in a little bit. Here we go. Press the function 12. Take another picture. Now I'm proud of that one, y'all. I'm proud of that one. Yes, sir. Anytime. Escape button. Keep. All right. We still got about 22 minutes of fishing time. Well, that made me happy. And I'm glad I got it on the video to show you what can transpire. So I'm so excited I can't even cast. I have an old man cast. You know, old men get weak. Oh, lordy. But that's what you can look forward to. I think the biggest that I've seen on the leaderboard is around 72 pounds. So they're bigger. But I'm proud of that one, believe me. Okay, number 6. And I know that when you put the rods down, it tells you can press shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, whatever position your rod is on the rod holder to pick it up. By me knowing which rod is which, 2 is blue, 3 is naked, 5 is yellow, and 6 is teal. It doesn't matter where they are. I use the numbers above the QWERTY row on the keyboard to pick up the rod. That way I know which one I've got, and by using the different colored bells, that's my system. One of my buddies, his rifles 88. He's from England. He said that it just tickles him. He thinks that's hilarious. Hey, what works for me works for me, and that's what I like to use. What works for you may be something different. Whatever works for you, let that work for you. Another trophy, a nice trophy, 35 pound. Yes, sir. Muskies have good XP and good money, and clears are the best. Action on number 6 again. There it goes. Well, maybe I'm glad it's not as foggy as it could be. It's turning out to be quite the opposite. Usually when it's so foggy that I can't hardly see the marker is when I seem to do better. This morning is quite exceptional. Thank you, game. Thank you, thank you. That's another nice fish. It's fighting like a trophy. We'll find out shortly. And we still got 10 minutes of fishing time left. So there's stuff can still happen. All right, 37, a nice one. Get back out there. Boy, I'd like to catch another uni. That would be nice. That'd just be cherry on top of the cake. Or on top of the cupcake, I guess, better way of saying that. Then we get number 5 out there. And we'll let that go. See what happens. Let's have one or two more. Come on. 6 o'clock, 6:05. They're done. Believe me. It's like they roll up the carpet, go to bed. Literally, our fish go to bed or they go to school. A little pun there. Very little. Come on, 4 minutes. How about a clock beater? How about a clock beater? One thing I don't understand about the game is when I'm on the map page, when it first comes on, my frame rate per second is between 185 and 190. When I go into the game, it drops to 20 frames per second. That's a significant drop. And I'm on a 300 meg per second fiber optics connection. So I don't understand what's going on at their end with their servers, but I know it's not at my end. And I've got a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti video card, so I know I've got one of the best cards I can get. So I don't know. It was fishing's fishing. We're still having fun, or I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun watching, and I hope you learned something. That's what it's all about. That's the fisherman's way. Learn a little bit and then pass it on. I don't mind helping anybody. If you ever see me out here in the game and you come in, you're fishing, ask me questions. I'll gladly answer questions. I'm trying to get it set up where I can do live streaming on Twitch, and I'd like two-way conversations so that you can ask me questions and I can answer. And if I know the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't, I'll tell you that as well. Uh, I just like to help people. Uh, there are a lot of people on here that I have helped and taught techniques, and they catch bigger fish than me. They're maybe a little bit luckier. But 6:03, we'll give it 2 more minutes, and then see what happens. I'll try to wear the pink hat every time I'm online, so Y'all know it's me for sure. Besides this old grizzly face and these Coca-Cola bottle bottom glasses, that's me. Um, I'm a fisherman. Fisherman in the game, fisherman in real life. Well, that's about it, I guess. We'll wound it up for this session. And like I said, I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, come back for more. Like I say, I'm DBL TALK 7 3 on Fishing Planet, and I'll be the same on Twitch. So look for me. Hopefully I'll be there. So God bless y'all. Tight lines and good luck. And see you later.